Hello, and welcome back to Flight Extra CCC. So, as I said, today we're gonna go ahead and do the Archer ending, meaning we won't be doing the CCC part, this part. I don't know, really. I'll see how much time we have left after we're done with the thing, right? So, yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's get to it, shall we? Just go on ahead and search the thing. I stand before the final wall. Beyond this is Moon Cell score. That's where BB awaits us, where we'll finish our fight. From an observation installation, the core transformed into a management installation. No longer a god's brain, but a devil's brain. Up ahead is a present that is yet to occur. If we defeat BB and return them to the Moon Cell to normal, the future outside will become one where humanity's destruction will be postponed rather than decided. But if BB defeats us, then it's all over. All elements of the far side of the moon that would hope to stop BB will be extinguished. That instant will confirm the future. Well, in 7 days, humanity will fall to ruin. It will then become an immutable truth. So, let's have one last check. The reason why I'm here, heading into the depths, is... So, yeah. This is the decision that decides if we get the CCC ending and the new boss fight, for Sakura's sake. And this is the normal thing. So let's just go for Archer ending for the correct future. There's also other reasons, but this is the most important.
さくらの壁についたのね。さすがに中枢域では映像は拾えないけど、位置関係は把握できるわ。さくら、あとはあなたに任せていいのよね。あの壁、解除してちょうだい。はい、もちろんです。皆さんは提示された条件をクリアしました。あとは私が実行するだけです。その壁に手を当ててください。あなたを通してシールドにアクセスします。
It's time. I take a deep breath and touch the final wall.
接触確認しました。精神分析、行動主義、人間精神理学を主軸にスタチューをリフォーム。定義完了しました。桜型 AI の新小図と断定。同権限のもと解体を実行します。
This wall is a ship of Sakura is being disassembled. Sakura sounds like she's enduring some pain. Since this wall is Sakura's mind, this means...
スパイナルコード除去します。
This means her mind will be ripped apart, won't it?
ロック解除成功です。これで中枢への道は開かれます。いよいよね。その先には光さえ通らないわ。すべての契機がアンノーンを示している。おそらくそこからは不可逆の空間よ。中枢への一方通行。入ったが最後吸い込まれるわよ。ある意味その先は観測宇宙の法則に近いようです。時間は一方向に積み重なっています。これが最後の通信になりますが、どうかご武運を。私たちは先に表で待っています。そういうこと。悪いけど一足先に上がらせてもらうわ。あなたたちの突入を確認したら、ありったけのパワーソースをそっちに回してあげるから。それで少しは楽になるでしょ。じゃあ通信はこれで最後になるけど、しっかりね。最後にドジ踏んだら承知しないから。
I can no longer hear any voice transmissions. Waves of quasi-spirituals flooding out of the core are disrupting all observation. I don't know if they can monitor me here, but I'm not to Rin and Rani and leave it to me. Now, Sakura.
はい、任せてください。ヌースル中枢に通じる道、 桜ボール開場します。先輩気をつけて。
The final door opens. The flow of time stretches forward towards the conclusion. Beyond here is BB. Let's go. Yep, we're almost there.
ここまでね。モニターもアウト、通信もアウト。完全にやることなくなったわ。
はい、お疲れ様でした、ミス登坂。私たちに残された仕事はあと一つだけです。
オッケー。じゃあ手分けして片付けますか。何は生徒会室の方をお願い。私は校舎の方を操作するから。
了解です。すべてのメモリ、パワーソースを防護エフェクトに回しましょう。
さくらはもう言ってくれたか。じゃあ、あとは私たちだけね。生徒会室の維持にもメモリ使うし、あいつの勝ち負けを見てからなんて悠長な真似は性に合わないし。
見事な強がりです、ミス登坂。あなたがそうしていてくれるおかげで、私も恐怖心を抑えつけられます。
悪かったわね、強がりで。ここがなくなる以上、私たちは表側に戻るしかないんだもの。そりゃ怖いわよ。今のところあいつらが勝たないと未来はないわけだし。表側に戻った瞬間、地上で快楽死を迎えている体に引き戻されて即死なんて笑えないわ。
そんなことは考えてもいないくせに。本当にあなたの心遣いは分かりにくい。私たちは彼女の勝利を確信しています。だからこそ怖いのです。表に戻った時のことが。だって、私の記憶では、次の対戦相手は、
ああ、やっぱりラニもそうなんだ。じゃあこれは確定なのね。やりづらくなっちゃうな。
それはどうでしょう。ムーンセルが通常に戻った場合、月の裏側での出来事はなかったことになります。こうして私たちが出会い、過ごし、笑い合ったこともすべて起きえたかもしれない可能性の一つとして忘れ去られると推測されます。
そっか。元から一夜の夢。表の未来が守られた瞬間、裏での出来事はきれいさっぱりなくなるのね。
はい、残念なことに。それとも喜ばしいと言うべきですか。
さーて、それこそ口にするのは野暮ってものよ。そろそろ限界みたい。先に行っていい？ラニ。
水臭いです。退場するのなら同時に。あとは彼女に任せましょう。
そっか。じゃあ、はい。さよなら、ラニエイト。私たち、いい友達だったわよね。
はい。そして、最高のスタッフでした。
ありがとう。今までお疲れ様。それじゃあ、聖杯戦争で会いましょう。
And now I shall observe. The old school building's defenses are gone. The enveloping bubble that admin's AIS-601 has maintained around the school building is gone. All resources used to materialize the old school building have been transferred to Hakuno Kishami's servant. The shelter facility that admits AIS-602 has performed an illegal self-restoration of. The old school building has been engulfed in an imaginary number vortex. All that remains are a few real numbers. A gesture of goodwill left by Rentosaka and Rennie H and admin AIS-601. The janitor's closet. Jingo Karigiri is in.
外からの音だが激しさを増してきた。嵐のただ中にいるようだ。この濁流の前ではいつ押しつぶされても不思議ではない。
余計なこと言わないでほしいっす。なんでいつも一言多いっすか、カルダさん。
そうか。比較的無口な方だと自認していたが、まさか一言余分だったと。無念だ。なぜその適切なアドバイスをもっと早く言ってくれなかったんだ。
どこまで天然なんすか、あんた。今壁がめこって言った。死んじゃう、今度こそ。今度も死んじゃうんだ。私こんなところで誰にも知られず、いつの間にか死んでるんだ。
Jingo Karigiri is justified in her lament. In the face of impending doom, her immediate thoughts were fixated on her fears. Although since I've been severed from the concept of physical death, it is something that I can no longer understand.
でも仕方ないよね。これしかないんだもん。外に出ても死んでるんだし、みんなみたいにかっこよく生きられないし、私なんてここで猫みたいに曖昧なままで言い続けるのがお似合いなんだ。だって今まで何もしてこなかった。お父さんとお母さんが死んじゃった時も、学校に行かなくなった時も、マスターになった後も、何にもしてこなかったんだから。何にもないんだよ。私みたいな凡人はずっと閉じ込められてるのがお似合いなんだ。
This is what Jingo Karigiri chooses. This is what Jingo Karigiri desires. This is what Jingo Karigiri's fate is. The simulation produced the same result. However,
いや、それは違う。お前の人生はただ間が悪かっただけだろう。
However, the Golden Servant declares that she's mistaken.
カルナ。
ジナコ、外では全てが消えた。旧校舎は跡形もない。他のマスターたちも本来の居場所に戻ったようだ。全てが消えた。ここには何もない。それでもまだここに残りたいと思うのか。
そんな言い方卑怯だよ。私だってこんなところにいたくない。帰れるものなら帰りたいに決まってる。でも私にはここしかない。やり直しなんてできないんだ。
Correct. There's no do-overs for her. Jingo Karigiri is a master. Upon returning to the near side, her punishment for abandoning the Holy Grail War awaits. Fearing death, all she can do is stay in this space the moment before her death.
いや、それも違う。 何と説明すればいいのか俺には難しいのだが、俺の力ではお前を聖杯戦争の優勝者にまでは押し上げられない。だがやり直しならできる。聖杯戦争から離脱させ、地上にあるお前の肉体にお前を戻すことならできるんだ。
え
It's impossible. What is this servant talking about?
カルナさん、何言ってるっすか？そんなのムーンセルにだって。
できるんだよ、それが。俺の体をよく見るがいい。何か足りないものがあると思わないか？
足りないものって、そういえばカルナさんってガリ体型っすね。マスターとして契約した時もうちょっと太っていたような、なんかゴテゴテしていたような。そうだ、黄金の鎧。情報にもあった。何者をも弾く鎧がなくなってる。
ようやく気がついたか。というか、さすがの俺もこの事実に気づかないお前に文句を言いたい。おかげでサーバント戦で受けた傷は一切治っていなくてな。実のところ、あれからずっと瀕死のままなんだぞ、俺。
どうしてないの？あの鎧があれば負けなかったのに。
あれはお前に使った。お前が目を閉じ耳を塞ぎ、表の校舎の崩壊に巻き込まれた時にお前にまとわせたのだ、我が主よ。我が鎧は神々さえ破壊できぬ太陽の威厳。いかにムーンセルが強大といえ、月である以上太陽の光は砕けない。つまりなんて説明すればいいのか。表の世界ではジナコは死んでいない。お前は聖杯戦争が終われば自動的に地上に戻るしかない。聖杯戦争唯一の生還者となる。
Such a thing isn't. No, it doesn't make. It does make sense. Detecting the school's building's destruction and the moon cells found Jinako Karagiri there, it also received the classifier as a lost item. She may have still be alive. The moon cell won't punish her. So once the Holy Grail War, once the Holy Grail War she participated ends, her soul will be sent back to Earth. This is the reason why Jinako Karagiri showed up as an unknown number to admin S601 in me. She was a spectator of the Holy Grail War from the very beginning, the first of the moon cell ever had.
なんでそういうこと最初に言っておかないっすか？
タイミングを逃した。それで戻りたいのか？
そんなの決まってるじゃない。帰りたい、帰りたい、帰りたい、帰りたい。私まだ何もしてないんだから。
よかった。俺は今度こそ余計なことをしなかったようだ。このゆりかごもこうなっては足かせだ。 さあ、お前の帰るべき場所に帰るがいい。
帰るって、カルナさんはなんか、体、すごい勢いで崩れて、いってるよ。
ああ。表側にいた頃の俺は、校舎の崩壊とともに消滅した。それを認めたのだ。このまま、正しく消えるしかあるまい。言っただろう。俺はここで消える運命ではないと。俺には、表の聖杯戦争の終わりに、お前に鎧を譲り渡す使命があった。
Oh, what virtue his words carry. Even as I am now, I can tell that this servant's words bear formidable will behind them. He says this is not what he'll be thanked or that he was forced to, but this is the power his words possess. Utterly unblemished words spouted by a creature who simply believes this is the right thing to do.
そんな、嘘でしょ。自分が死ぬのに、
Oh.
私を助けて。
それは結果論だ。お前を助けた後、結果的に俺が生き絶えただけだぞ。どうした？なぜ喜ばない？外に出る決意が急激に薄れている。まだ何かあるのか、ジナコ。
だって困るよ、そんなの。私なんて放っておいてもよかったのに。だってそうでしょ。カルナの方がすごい人なのに、カルナの方が無念でいっぱいなのに。
いや、それは。
してるわよ、マスターだもん。カルナがどれだけひどい人生で、どれだけ欲しいものがいっぱいあったかなんて分かってるよ。頼まれた時も、本当は力になりたくてたまらなかったのもちゃんと分かった。私だって意地があるもん。本当はカルナみたいなすごい人が生き残るべきだって分かってる。なのにどうして私なんかを助けるのよ。私全然これっぽっちも特別な人間じゃなかったのに。わからない。嬉しいけど私にはわからない。
I agree with what Jinoko Kirigiri is yelling about. Reason being, she's unworthy. Karna has no reason to do this. Parity is prerequisite in salvation. Those to be saved must be worthy of being saved. Otherwise, there's no benefit to her offering help. I was the same way as her before. I'm the same way now. There's no cost to benefit for helping Jinoko Karigiri. She has no outstanding talents. She hasn't performed any good deeds worthy of praise. That's why there's no reason for Karna, a hero, to save her. This is how intelligence is on this planet reasons. Without being special, no one will save me.
なるほど。確かに優れた人間、特別な人間ほど優先して助けられるものだろう。人間はそうやって価値を上げていくものだからな。価値のないものは誰にも見向きはされないだろう。
そうだよ。だから私にはカルナに助けてもらえる資格なんて。
だが、そういった思考は俺にはいささか重しに映る。俺自身、特別なものを救うに値する特別なものではないからだ。
I was dreadful to hear him speak from his heart. From his heart. For I know, and Jinoko Karigiri knows, just how legendary a hero this servant is. Even the king of the gods recognizes his heroes of charity. an ill-fated warrior targeted by schemes to label him as evil, who has everything taken from him, yet despite it all, never once bore hatred towards the people of the world, or the world. So that's what, so what is this hero's replicant saying, I'm not special? Then who is this nobody, I was thinking, still think is special?
ジナコ、お前は俺の主人だ。守る理由はそれだけだ。お前がどれほど億劫な人間であろうと、働かない無能であろうと、関係はない。
Ah, the pittance of space left is collapsing. The world this girl believed in is collapsing. She has cried out. There's no reason to save me. I'm not special in any way whatsoever, so... Shizuka Kirigiri is correct. That's what this world is all about. It's the minimum requirement to survive here. Life and death here is about competition, support, deception, mutual hatred, creation, mending, ruin, waste, and self-destruction. She embodies every aspect of someone who turned her back on it all. Worthless and unfamiliar with being someone special, she couldn't bear to keep on living. I had thought that she couldn't bear it, and yet...
彼らは私を買っているんじゃなくて、諦めているのでもなくて、ただサーバントだから助けてくれた。
そうだと言っているだろう。そもそも俺に人を見る目はない。全て同じ価値に見える。だからこそ。
特別じゃない私をごく当たり前のように助けたのね。それはダメな私がいつまでもダメなままでも。
無論だ。特別ではない君を命ある限り俺は庇護し続ける。ジナコ、待て、なぜ泣く？すまん、また一言多かったのか？
違うっす。カルナさんの甘やかしようがすごいんで呆れたっすよ。何があっても守る、何の価値もなくても構わないとか、お父さんみたい。親バカ、ここに極まるっす。
そうなるのか。そんなつもりはないのだな。
分かってる。あなたは私を甘やかしているんじゃない。あなたは私を信じているんだね。私の成功とか人生とか、そんな小さな話じゃなくて、うまく言えないけど、あなたはきっと。
That's right. That man believes in her. Regardless if someone is ordinary or pitiful, he believes in the nature that dwells within a person. Even if it never ends blossoming, he firmly believes that this seed is precious.
みっともないね。最後までわがまま言って。でも大丈夫。私はなんとか納得したよ。だからもう行ってカルナ。今までありがとう。引き止めちゃってごめんね。お願い。今も校舎で震えている私を助けてあげて。
承知した。少々手荒くなるが、そこは多めに見てやってくれ。
略すよカルナさん。カルナさんは一言多いんじゃなくて少ないんす。伝えたいことを途中で切るから相手が誤解するのです。これからは最後までちゃんと感想を口にすること。気を使って頑張ってちゃダメっすよ。
そうだったのか。そうだったのか。そうだったのか。
3回言うほどショックだったっすか。
すまん。こういう男なんだ。元来暗い性格でな。忠告はありがたく受け取った。
そうっすか。じゃあ早速テストっす。言い残したことがあったら言うっすよ。
そうだな。口にするまでもないことだが、ジナコがそう言うのなら言葉にしよう。生きるがいい、マスター。必ず誰かが誰でもないお前を待っている。
So he ascends to the lunar ocean. He's off to save Karigiri from the imaginary number ocean as she despairs from its collapse. He's a glitter among the dark ocean that's breaking apart. He soars through the darkness like a golden bird.
はあ、言っちゃった。ほんと私ったらついてない。やっぱりものすごい外れを引いた。あんたは僕には過ぎたサーバントだったっすよ。うん。さよなら、カルナさん。信じられても重みが増えるだけだけど、今更重いのは変わらないし。たとえ何もできなくても、何かをするって自由だけは、私にも残っているよね。
And so, this area was completely engulfed in the imaginary numbers. I'll be off to the next area, to blot out the remaining cognition spaces, to erase all records and impressions of what I witnessed here. What I saw is of no use to me now. It's something my past self dreamt. I am only transferred to any libraries. I won't let the moon cell have it. I will instead provide an account of the end result. With the conclusion of the Holy Grail War, Jinoko Karigiri is totally destroyed. The moon cell has however lost its chance to rewrite this fact. Let's do a quick save, but like before here, we don't want to overwrite that save there because we still want to go back.
週末に向かっています。出発時刻は昨日。到着予定日数は西暦3000年です。おそらく一瞬ですので、神である私の慈悲にすがって無駄な祈りを捧げてください。言うまでもなく、決してあなたたちの祈りは届きません。繰り返します。来訪者を確認しました。現在ゲストの予定は
BB's robotic voice echoes throughout this endless space. It's quiet. I was imagining this would be a scarier place, with repulsive sights, but the Mooncel's score is embraced with the stillness of night. And it's not bright here, but it's not dark. Depending how you take it all in, it may even be beautiful.
そうではない。これは静かなものではないのだ、マスター。あまりにも黒く、密度があるため、静止して見えるだけだ。この空間に満ちたものは、何億何兆という人間の死を訴える声。
Oops. I get the feeling at all, but apparently Archer has perceived the true nature of this night. Negativity, curses, cutting, and craters. CCC. This is what exists in this place. In this space, positivity, hope, links building up. The dancing cherry blossoms tell an unabashed foreign entity that brings these concepts within it. Haku no Kushinami.
その通りです。あなたにも自己を客観視する機能があったようですね。残念なことに、あなたたちは機能があるだけで活用する知恵がないようですが。先輩、あなたはこの完全な宇宙に現れた病原体そのものです。
Sorry about that, I had a delivery here. Anyways, let's keep going. It's BB, and I guess that's the center of the moon cell. It's a cube entrenched upon by the cherry blossom tree. The pink light it emits really does look like the eye of a god.
警告を無視して訪れた以上、一切の釈明は受理できません。また、未登録のマスターは消去対象です。サーバントともども、ここで廃棄処分とします。消えなさい。私は未知数の可能性も感情も認めません。
やはりムーンセルに組み込まれたか。こうなっては BB を倒すしか手段はない。
I know. There's no emotion in this BB's eyes. Despite being our enemy, she used to be full of humanity. Now she's turned to a device that simply broadcasts the moon cell's decisions. The moon cell isn't anything evil. BB isn't anyone evil either. The two put together don't give us much hope, but that's it. So, if my words can still reach her, separate yourself from the moon cell.
釈明の余地はないと警告しました。無様です。無様に、無様の闇の中で無様しなさい。それがあなたたちには適切です。原初の冷却すらあなたたちには行き過ぎた資源でした。この闇はあなたには晴らせません。あなた一人の光ではとても。なぜなら人類を許容するべきか否か、 この議題で過去から現在に至る地球の全生命体から採決した結果、49対51で人類の一掃が可決しました。許容的意見は動植物が中心でした。物言わぬ彼らはあなたたちを許すと告げました。否定的意見はあなたたちが中心でした。知恵を持つあなたたちは自分たちは反省しないと嘆きました。わかりますか？利益のために同志を食い物にするのはあなたたちだけなのです。あなたたちは自滅を選んだのです。あなたたちは自滅を選んだのです。あなたたちは自滅を選んだのです。
The truth couldn't be any clearer. This merciless and hard truth echoes, an inexcusable credit roll plays. So that's what happens. In that case, it is what it is. If that's what we decided, it's what it is. Though the moon cell, I see the tens of billions of deaths we brought upon. I see the hundreds of billions of curses cast upon us. On top of that, there are people who trampled on the world's words of those who'd forgotten. Forgive us. Wait, I don't care. It's no good. I have no counter for her argument.
そうか。
Mm.
それが人類の結論か。
I do think you have something to say about that, don't you? We destroyed ourselves. We destroyed ourselves. We destroyed ourselves. So that's it. It's over. Over. Over.
違う。フェアじゃないわ、それ。公正の権下みたいな私が事実を隠蔽してどうするのよ。ちなみに本当は50対50でした。人類の皆さんもやるもんですね。隠しようのない本音アンケートでも未来に希望を持っちゃうおバカさんが 10% もいたなんて。その恥知らずさに私もびっくりです。じゃあなんで可決したかって？それは私になったモンストルが票を動かしてこの騙されないで先輩。
I hear a voice. I hear a voice. I hear a voice. I hear a scathing voice telling me not to let the results bring me down. That's right. What do you mean self-destruction? What do you mean ruin? What do you mean it's over? None of that is any big deal. I mean, it's natural for all living things to die. I'm human, even if I'm still only in adolescence. I've always been miserably struggling to live out a pathetic fear of death. And as much as I've been frantically trying to put this idea into practice, she who ridiculed the thought knew it would be true more than anyone. She would watch us go through clenched teeth as we tenaciously bounced back after falling into despair countless times. That's what makes this ironic. She knows better than anyone of the strength to be found in human weakness and ugliness. She yells out, "They were never like this before. A future of this difficulty shouldn't be enough to crush your spirits."
愚劣です。不可能です。なぜ意識が戻るのです。なぜ自分を肯定できるのです。この未来を知らされておきながら、立ち上がる意味がありません。愚劣です。不可能です。あまりにも無様です。つまり、あってはならないことです。なぜ、そこまでして、あなたたちは苦しもうというのです。
It's obvious. It's because we don't understand. We don't understand what the point of life is. We don't understand what the point of living is. We don't understand what the point of humanity is. That's why we'll never stop until we reach the finish line. You must not know that this is all there is to the principles behind why we act as we do. If you can't understand it after observing it all for so long, then you'll probably never understand.
細胞レベルでの量子の活性化を確認。タナトーシスよりの復帰を確認。
That's right. Even if there's only death in my future, even if there's only death for me, I mustn't stop. If a measly thing like this is enough to make me quit, then I can't claim I've ever belonged to that immature planet.
大きく出たな。だがいい弾力だ。魔術師にしておくのは惜しすぎる。生命とは続く意志だ。結果だけを求めていては、あるがままの姿を見失う。結末だけを重視する貴様に、その少女の熱は理解できまい。そう。いずれ燃え尽き灰になろうと、後に続く旅人たちの薪となろう。俺の役目はその種火を守ること。盛しい闇を退けるがいい BB、多くの未踏者たちの願いの結晶、その嘆願に焼き付かせる時だ。
There he goes.
So の力、私と同じ海底のもの。なんて浅ましい。
そのセリフ、そっくりお返ししよう。これは出来の悪いマスターが決死の思いで獲得した正当な報酬だ。不正に手に入れたそちらの特権とは比べることさえどしがたい。
そこまでして霊俗にすがりつく。やはり人間は不要です。私は守ると誓ったから。そうです。守るためのムーンセルです。ここであなたを削除し、人類の未来を完全に決定します。消えなさい。跡形もなく、痕跡もなく、惜しむ声もなく、同情の余地もなく。それが、あなたたちにはふさわしい。
消えるのはそちらだ BB。 この霊装は貴様の特権にごまかされない。もうなかったこと遊びはおしまいだ。この先は今を生きる者の世界。行くぞマスター。我々の手であの狂った AI を解放する。
A consensus is reached. Bibi, the moon cell's intent becomes clear. We are to be killed. I stare straight back at said malice. Okay, now this I can fight. Against the Smellas, I can face it head on. Memory may be hazy, but I know that I've always raced against headwinds, and Archer has always been by my side. Let's go, Archer. This is the final battle. Archer.
ヌーンセルとの同居を
BB,
開始
Moon Cancer.
蹂躙を始めましょう
Live or die by the sword. Let's go.
結果の書き換えは今の我々には通じない。 BB いやムーンセル、正しい計測機械に戻るがいい。
正しい間違いしか犯さないあなたたちが正しさを語るのですか？その思い上がり虫のように潰してあげましょう。
Alright, so let's go ahead and pop a little save here. And let's do... This one is relatively easy. It's boss fight since we can... since we have essentially infinite lives because of the elixirs we have. We just have to... The problem is we have to get Archer all the way to 5 stacks. But other than that...
光を
Alright, we got it. And... Alright, we're good. This is also... I think, I will say, this is my...
私の一息に消してあげます
My favorite song in this game is this one. Even better than the other one. The final boss. As the CCC route, I think this one's a better soundtrack. Ah, damn it. And... Oh, we got it.
王冠よ
And we're dead, aren't we? No, man, Archer's by a thing.
必然の
And...
手このまま
Alright. Let's see.
速やかにデリオペ開始
Recover. Get him at max.
さすがだなマスター。
これは
Ah, he's using that.
天の杯この一
I think
滴
we'll live, but it's gonna take...
そんなものかね。
Of course, he took out our boss. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to get the 5 stacks.
私の調子が良くないのか。
Recover, we have to apply this thing again. And let's go for a guard, break, guard, just in case. I want to get the thing back again, so... We need the 5 stacks. As you can see, we're over leveled as hell for this fight, so there's no real problem. Ooh, perfect.
こういうのがいいので
And
し
she's
ょ
gonna use a skill. We guard it. We're fine. That's actually pretty good. We don't even need to use our skill at this point. Just need to use a healing item.
いい調子だ。
That's perfect.
だぞマスター。
That's actually perfect. Let's go for Ether Crystal. And yeah, I think that's good. After this, we're just gonna start throwing off Noble Phantasm.
さすが
Our
だな
Noble Phantasm and everything. Right, that's one.
王冠よ
Mm,
富と
She increases her
力王冠よ
thing.
光を
Let's see, Okay, it's not that bad actually. There we go. Perfect. We're firing on all cylinders. It's time to end this.
準備は整った。
Alright, so it seems like we're gonna do a lot of talent bugs this time. I'm gonna recover just in case. Unlimited Blade Works. This. Talent bug. Let's go for this and let's go for Talent bug. And in the next one, we're gonna go use the elixir.
さすがだなマスター。
Go. We have 3 turns of Noble Phantasm. That should be more than enough to end her up.
Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah, we got hit there, but it's fine. We got hit another time, but we should survive that. There we go.
禁じ手の中の禁じ手だ。
Excalibur image, full strength hit.
受け切れるか。
5k. You can see she's not very particularly strong.
崩れ歪む。外ろ。螺旋剣。
We break it, we get 3,000. So yeah, we're basically just one.
崩れ歪む。外ろ。螺旋剣。
Archer can be pretty strong when he wants to, really. If you can debuff her, it's even better.
ブルンディング。
Ooh, perfect.
我がコッシュはねじれ狂う。カナドボルグ。
Oh, that's perfect, baby. That's a win for us.
戦力差は明確だね。
And we only have to use one elixir. And we're just gonna use a Calibog, really. And that's that. That's victory.
我がコッシュはねじれ狂う。
I think that's it, actually. I think this is enough to kill her.
カナドボルグ。
There we go. If you can get the right setup, Archer can be a very big powerhouse.
System の不正終了を確認しました。リブートします。異常の原因である桜システムを破棄。稼働中の桜システムを検索。発見。接続します。ムーンセル再起動。成功しました。全桜システムが凍結していた人類への干渉を始めます。全桜システムによる妨害が消滅したことで進行速度は 20% 上昇。文明の崩壊まで5日に短縮できる見込みです。
ムーンセルが止まらない。しかも PB を書いた方が進行速度が速いというのか。
What the hell is going on? Phoebe was defeated. Her connection to the moon cell was severed. So why won't the moon cell stop humanity from getting erased? It's almost as if the moon cell went haywire and Bibi is the one stopping it.
ダメ。させない。ムーンセルを自由にはさせない。私も消えない。ムーンセルなんかに消されない。消えるのならムーンセルも一緒に。私は負けない。だって私が倒れたら誰があの人を。どこにも行き場のないデータですらない未来に取り残されて消えるしかない。それでもそんな心でも私はいると笑いかけてくれた。あの尊い人を誰が守って。
Bibi is still fighting back. Is she trying to revive herself after being destroyed, or is she trying to stop the moon cell's operations? Regardless, neither happens. She's beginning to fall apart. There's no way to save her. The moon cell continues operating.
桜システム。そうか。動画的である桜君を次の運営プログラムに選んだのか。ムーンセル、自動的にも程があるぞ。
So this time it will be Sakura who becomes the moon cell. Bibi and Sakura the same type, the same model. Does this mean that so long as she lives, we can't stop the moon cell's decision to intervene with humanity? Then what do we take down Bibi for?
いえいえ、 じゃありません。
Sakura.
BB が倒れたことで私はやっと侵食プログラムに直接干渉できるようになりました。私はこれまで BB を止められなかった。 BB も私を消せなかった。昇級 AI は自己消去を禁止されている。私たちは自分を殺すことはできない。それがでも先輩がリンさんがダニさんが私をここまで連れてきてくれた。今なら新しい運営プログラムに選ばれた私なら全てを。ムーンセルが私たちに課したルールも打ち消して全てをなかったことにできます。
Negate all the rules of the moon cell imposed. Don't tell me. Is she thinking of extending the moon cell and her own administrative functions?
正しい。その行動は最適解だ。だがそれが君の望んだ結末か、さくら。
はい、これでいいんです。私が消えれば暴走も侵食も止まります。皆さんは表側に戻されて虚数空間は初めから存在しないことになって正しい歴史から削除されます。全ては元通りになるんです。私はムーンセルから生み出された AI、 元いたところにちょっと帰るだけですから。そう、何もかも正しい形に。目を開けたらすぐにあの出会いもこの日々も全部。だから気にしないでください。ひとときの夢が終わるだけの話です。ああ、長い夢でした。とても楽しくてもったいないほど幸せで。
Come on. Come on, this is the only solution we have left. Sakura said that everything will go back to normal. We're returning to the proper timeline before we recycle the far side of the moon. The far side of the moon won't exist. Basically, all the events that occurred here will be erased, including all the time we spent working together in the student council, including our battles against BB, the alter egos, the others, all the countless events that occurred here.
理屈は正しい。だがここは疑似量子によって作られた世界。たとえ事実が改ざんされようと、肉体から経験が消えようと、魂に刻みつける限り記憶は消え去らない。そうだろう、マスター。
The light intensifies. I can't see Arch or even myself anymore. The darkness permeating this space is dissipating. The entire body is falling into particles, but I don't feel scared. I firmly believe that I'm going back to the right time at the right place. At this point, I'm feeling the relief that follows victory. But...
よかった。私、誓ったんです。あなたを守ると。それだけはちゃんと果たせそうですね。私はあの日々を消してしまったけれど、あなたももう忘れてしまうけれど、それでももし少しでも覚えていたら、
this is the memory, if as I recall.
本当にお疲れ様でした。あなたは私がお世話してきた中でも一番素敵なマスターです。どうか良い戦いを。それともし 余裕があったら次の私にもよくしてあげてくださいね。
Okay, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Sakura. Light engulfs my consciousness before I can even reach my hand out to the void. My fingers, arms, legs, body disappearing into the light. Only information now flows. My consciousness violently accelerates backwards into a flashback. In an instant, as if I had underwent a journey across the hundreds of light years, suddenly...
こんにちは、先輩。今日も来てくれて嬉しいです。初めて会ってすぐのこと覚えていますか？私が保健室で眠っていてお見舞いに来てくれた時のこと。たった一日聖杯戦争のおまけみたいなそんな日のことです。
We had days like this. We spent days together like this.
おはようございます、先輩。今日は美味しいお茶の入れ方を考案してみました。お口に合うといいんですけど。お茶受けが欲しいですか？はい。ちょっと難しいけど頑張ってみます。20世紀の和菓子と洋菓子データってどこにあるのかな？私に使用権限あるといいんだけど。
I remember. Thank goodness I remember it all so clearly now. Bibi hid them from me, but at the very, very end, I remembered the truth behind the whole affair. That's right, I see now. In that infirmary, which would never change, I spoke with her a lot, a whole lot. Although most of the preliminary events I experienced were fabricated by Bibi, still, what happened in the school entrance at least was real.
見つかっちゃいました。この日課もそろそろ終わりみたいです。先輩、あなたは私のことを最初に認識してくれたマスターでした。他のマスターにとって私は保健室の NPC に過ぎません。アイテムを配給したり情報を提示する、それだけの存在。私もそれでいいと思っていました。けれどあの時爆を起こして倒れていた私をあなたはまるで人間みたいに助けてくれました。そこにないものをあると言ってくれたんです。人間になりたがっていた路傍の石に目を留めて対等の友人として手を差し伸べてくれたんです。私は願ってしまいました。あなたともっと話したい。あなたとずっと一緒にいたいと。そんな理由で私はムーンセルに干渉しました。初めて自分のために力を使ったんです。あなたといるそのために。それが全ての過ちです。愛か何であるかもわからないのに人間のように過ごしてしまった。今ではもう苦しみの方が強くて、私はこの苦しみをもう一人の私に、どのようなものであれ AI は記録の消去は許されないから、バックアップに預けてしまえば。
What was she feeling? What was she trying to protect? To me, those days we spent together were pretty ordinary. To her, were they dazzling? Remember.
ああ、そんなことがあったんですか？面 白いですね。先輩、授業の内容を教えてもらっていいですか？私は授業に出られないので。お怪我はありませんか？私は健康管理しか取り柄がないので、たまにはお役に立ちたいです。先輩、こっちこっち。琴峰神父からプールの鍵借りちゃいました。水着？あ、浅はかでした。まずは水着をデザインしないとですね。校庭のお花を？ありがとうございます。早速花瓶を用意しますね。先輩、お弁当です。頑張って新スキルとして取得してみました。先輩、先輩、あのね。
Everything reverts to zero. I heard a very distant voice.
聖杯戦争システム再起動開始。エラー AI チェック完了。違法改ざんを含むすべてをリセットし、
Something soft touches my outstretched hand. The sensation becomes but an illusion and vanishes. Everything returns to what as it was. Hakuno Kishime's consciousness cuts out from here.
大丈夫ですか？
A young girl voice wakes me up. White ceiling, white sheets, the eyes of a young girl watching over me. Ah, I feel like I saw a fragmented dream.
よかった。昇降口で倒れていた時はどうしようかと思ったんですよ。あなたのサーバントが連れてきてくれなかったらどうなっていたか。あなたは5回戦突破おめでとうございます。そろそろ掲示板へ移動してください。6回戦の相手が発表される頃ですから頑張ってくださいね。
Thank you and get out of bed. The Holy Grail war is starting to wrap up. I made it this far, so I have to keep this up until the end.
お目覚めですか？よかった。あのままだと私にはもう打つ手がありませんでした。サーバントのないマスターになってしまった私にはあなたの力が必要です。あなたが聖杯を得る他に私が生き残る術はないのですから。くどくなりましたね。後で死より教わった疲労回復に良いお茶を入れましょう。ところで先ほどから何かお持ちのようですが、それは？
Really? Now that you mention it, I had my first glance around something ever since I woke up. I wonder what it is. Slowly opened my hand. Is this a cherry blossom petal? It really is a cherry blossom petal. I don't know why I was holding on to something like this. I must have accidentally grabbed it when I collapsed. I turned over my hand and threw it away, but I changed my mind. Cherry blossom petals are rare to find around this school building. For no particular reason, I put it away as if it were something important. Suddenly, I get the feeling that someone called out to me to stop. It seems to hallucinate hearing Senpai. Naturally, I turn around, but I see no one there. You seem to be crying. I didn't even realize that tears were streaking down my face. I wiped them away with a finger and walked away from the infirmary. I walked down the familiar hallway as I clutched my chest, feeling empty over a light sense of having lost something. This is a remnant of a pale pink memories. The ash left with a film burnt to cinders. It was like some final remnant of days gone by, a last fragment of a girl's heart, a girl who dreamed of love. Hey Archer.
目を覚ましたか。わずか数秒だけだったが、君の反応が消えた時は肝を冷やしたぞ。まさか2階の隅で倒れているとはな。すぐに発見できたからよかったものの、これに懲りたら単独行動は控えてくれよ。傷の具合は？外傷はない？そうか、豪快さ。ユリウスの置き土産だな。アサシンは強敵だった。心労が溜まっていたのだろう。とにかく大事なくて何よりだ。
Archer is his usual self, nothing peculiar different. I was apparently collapsed, but it seems nothing seems to have happened. Oh my god, nothing seems to have happened to him. I'm overjoyed. I see he hasn't changed, but I must come to a stop. Then I push myself to keep moving and fall behind him.
では我々の日常に戻ろうか、マスター。聖杯戦争も6回戦になった。この先はもう市場を挟めない戦いだ。次の対戦相手が誰であるか、今のうちに覚悟しておけ。もう無様な戦いは許されない。勝ち進んだ者の唯一の矜持として最後まで戦うのみだ。
I suddenly nod back to his strict advice. Archer is right. I can't be standing around here anymore. We made it this far. Let's take to the furthest depths of the moon. It's there that I'll reclaim my memories and my reason for fighting. Like an AI girl I saw somewhere did before me, I'm going to obtain the meaning behind this why this character, Hakuno Kishinami, has awakened. I take one more look at the flower petal in my hand. I don't have time to look into where the sense of loss is coming from. All I need is to focus on right now is winning. Focus on the wish-granting Holy Grail. I'm sure I'll understand the meaning of this fragment once I obtain it. There are 2 rounds left in the Holy Grail War, which the Moon Cell Score will itself be proof of my existence.
そうか。自分を見つけるのではなく、自分を手に入れる道を選んだのだな。本当によく成長した。君はもう立派なマスターだ。私の覚悟を決めるのは私の方らしい。未来もなく過去もない無名のマスターよ。せめてその手に偽りのない現実を。たとえ結末は決まっているにしても、俺は視力を尽くして君を視点の座に連れて行く。
And so, with a small weak sword by your side, the great and powerful wall was felled. In the deepest part of the 7 seas, with the crown of victory, no matter the consequences, you fought for your life to the very end. The path you've taken was your proof. Opening the way, sending her off, your beginning, everything was passed on. At peace with the destruction, you close your eyes. A night before your end has come. And so the battle came to an end. However, it was decided war across Earth has gone now, and just like him, I was all thanks to this nobody of a young woman. What has awakened to the awarded to the victor, who was a survivor, it was that almighty wish-granting device in truth capable of granting wishes. The person who knows those answers now is silently crumbling away. The divine eye changes the future according to the desires of he who possesses it, and now the machine no longer exists. The way the moon cell automaton functions was transferred into something else. For Hakuno Kishinami's excessive human wish was granted to sever its connection to the Earth with Earth. Rest well. The sounds of eyelids shutting. Rest well. The sounds of life fading. Please, take comfort. The observation device is reverting into what it once was, a dreaming machine. Thus, everything came to an end. Blessed this fool. She was annihilated as the final victor of the Moon's Holy Grail War. Sincerely, the Moon Cell's core, Cage of Heavens, devoted. I squint under the strong sunlight. Looks like today's going to be another scorcher. The smell of earth, the far-off hustle and bustle, the feel of the wind, the sound of a jeep. I can hear the trainees shouting off in the distance. They must have been running a marathon to gauge their stamina. I slip away to sit under the shade of a tree so I can take a break from training. I know I'm really shifting gears here, but my name is Hakuno Kishinami. I only just woke up a while ago. I've come from 30 years in the past. I was told that I was cryopreserved. I was infected with the virus that broke out in the 20th century. Basically, I was in deep sleep until they could invent a cure. Now that I'm awake, it must mean a vaccine must have been developed. I woke up to a future that I could never dream of. The name of the disease I had was amnesia syndrome, a condition where the memory portions of the brain gets overwritten. Once you're infected, you start to lose your memory day by day. Although they apparently found the cure, my memory is still hazy. I don't know if it's an after effect or if I didn't get the cure in time. Yep, I kinda get the feeling that somewhere in the depths of my mind, there's me quipping, not again. But hey, I'm truly fortunate to be awake again. I'm grateful to be able to fill my lungs with fresh air like this again. But the world changed a lot in these 30 years. The country I lived in isn't around anymore. They said a disaster caused its social system to collapse, the cities fell apart, and the people scattered across the world. That's how a certain island nation came to take a long leave of absence. West European countries have then stepped up to become the largest world powers, completely controlling our resources and putting the progress of human technology on hold. After I underwent cryopreservation, the two biggest countries in the world, with their largest population and fondness for mass production, ultimately fell together. The West European countries managed to domineer 60% of Earth's resources in the blink of an eye. They're pushing to establish a society controlled by a ruling class. Naturally, the system of government is run by Caucasians. On the other hand, although countries of the Middle East can't manage to unify, they oppose the ideologies of West Europe. They continue to skirmish against them over all corners of the world even now. The world wobbles precariously between whenever to embrace society's ideals or society's competition. In the midst of all this, I woke in the ruins of my home country after undertaking an adventure beyond words. I left my island missions and went overseas. I was pursued by a Western European conglomerate. For some reason I was on their wanted list, but escaped. Now I'm under care of a refugee camp in the Middle East. But if you're not a mercenary or a soldier, in this day and age, there's a minimum level of skills you need to have if you want to survive. That's why I joined this organization and volunteered by giving these kinds of lectures and took some training from them. Sheesh. I was just a high school student from an age of peace. After surviving this long, I think I deserve a little applause. Yep, but I'm tired. I think I've done well so far, but I'm a little tired. I woke up to find I woke up to find a family always by my side, the friends I was close to, all gone. The town was unrecognizable, nothing but sprawling ruins. Also, it feels like I was the only person who woke up from their cold sleep. People dear to me entrusted me to the future with pride in those nameless people who never made it to the future is at stake, so I don't want to just give up. The singular purpose drove me this far, but I really wish the universe could start going easy on me, abandoning one's part self to embrace a new era is hard, plain and simple. All these thoughts popped into my head. During the 10-kilometer marathon, my legs started giving out, so I went into some cool shade and ended up sitting down. The sunlight is strong today. I put my towel over my head. I looked down and took a deep breath. I'm a mess. My motto up until now was, at least don't complain, but I think I've started to run out of gas. You looking at me, God? As you can see, this is as far as I can go on my own. I guess all these pent-up thoughts gushed out on me because I had myself a sit-down. I really am at the end of my rope. For whatever reason, I remember myself that I may have never stand up again.
どうした？休憩も長く取ると足かせになるぞ。
There he is. I squinted under strong sunlight. The blue sky makes an impact on me. Something, soundless rouses my consciousness.
失礼。俺は本日付で赴任した戦闘教官だ。というのは君だな。俺は君の世話をするために雇われた。不本意だと思うが了承してくれ。君は何かと有名人らしくてな。一人前の魔術師にするようにとじいさん方からの熱いオーダーがあった。そういうわけで半年ほどマンツーマン体制だ。こちらも代金分は働く。あとは君の努力とガッツ次第だな。とひどい脱水症状だな。立てるか？一人で辛いようなら手を貸そう。
He sensed an unfamiliar rough hand at me. An unfamiliar sense of nostalgia washes over me, blurring my sight. I remember something from a long sleep. I had a dream about someone with the same name and soul as me.
すまない。以前一度出会ったことが。
I must have had a really weird look on my face. The young man looks at me puzzled. I replied, no, it's nothing. I don't know why, but I think I was gently smiling at him.
そうか。では改めて初めましてだな。教官と呼ばれるのは性に合わない。ここからは名前で呼んでくれ。よろしく。俺の名前は。
And of course, they check it out and tell actually his name. I grabbed his outstretched hand. I had collapsed from all my whining, but new blood now flows through me. A sentiment from someone other than myself filters into me. Thanks for staying until the end. Once, I had lost many things. Many events had faded into the past. Used things, stolen things, forgotten things. I don't know if any reward in this world is worth for the loss of so much. I, Hakuno Kishinami, anywhere or anytime, am nothing more than one insignificant person. However, I'm still alive. Here I am, alive, with my heart lit with joy. Even if I've lost my ability to fight, my heart can summon it all back at any time. So, one journey may have ended, but my journey is yet to end. One battle ends, a new battle begins. My disappointing break ends before I know it. Now it's time to fight. Go on. You lost a fragmented dream. From here on out, this won't be a dream. It'll be the story of your future, reserved for you. And that's the Archer ending. I'll say I kind of cool that the this ending doesn't have Hakuno stay in the moon, or at least her version of the moon, but we follow up with the flesh and blood Hakuno on Earth, meeting Archer. It's kind of a fun thing, really, because yeah, technically Archer is still alive. It's a bit of a Shiro Archer situation, right? Which the guy was recorded on Earth, but he's still alive. He was recorded on the moon, but he's still alive on Earth. It's kind of a fun way, that thing, right? So yeah, that was the Archer ending. I am gonna go ahead and do two separate parts. One, yeah, definitely gonna do two different parts. One for the next part is gonna be the CCC ending, and that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. Then we're gonna go ahead and do Caster's Let's Play. Other than that, there's not much going on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I do find kind of sweet that at the end Hakuno did learn his name, even if we didn't. I don't know why they decided not to. I guess they just wanted him to be nameless forever. So yeah. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all there is. Finn. That was the Archer ending. I think it's one of the few times we actually get to see Hakuno, Flesh and Blood Hakuno, right? Because, spoiler, we are gonna see another ending that's close to that. You know, Xavier, yeah. I am gonna go ahead and do a clear save data over here, both to get the things. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Next time will be the actual ending of the Archer Let's Play. So look forward to that. For now, I'm gonna leave you like this, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time for more Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.